to be taking a walk around Anniston while there's still some daylight. There's a lot of commotion going on around here. So yeah, I guess enough looking at my face. We'll flip around here. And yes, I am wearing Crocs today. I wear Crocs pretty much every day, actually. So we're gonna start over here at the beautiful Regional Medical Center, and we're gonna work our way towards downtown Anniston. I don't know what part of downtown Anniston I want to check out so far, but maybe we'll find something. I hope the stream is coming in okay. I just disconnected from the Wi-Fi here at work, so I can get across the street here. There's no cars coming. I'm not really looking at the phone right now. I'm kind of looking where I'm going. So, and I'm also watching for cars too, so not distracted while I'm walking. A lot of cars out and about today. It is a Friday afternoon though. I need to cross the street again. Watch out for these yahoos. Waiting for it to tell me I can walk. I don't think it's going to change at this point, so we're going to just go ahead and cross the street. There's something wrong with that traffic sign. And I feel like there's going to be the same situation with this one, so I guess we're just going to wait till there's no cars coming. Yes, I know this is jaywalking, but the sign isn't going to change otherwise, so... And Anniston's not exactly the most walkable city, unfortunately, so it's better than Oxford is, though, I will say that. We're coming into downtown Anniston now. We just gotta actually get there, and you guys will be able to see some really cool old buildings. I will say most of them are vacant, but they're still cool to look at. I don't think I'm gonna like crossing the street right here very much, but I do know that the traffic sign does work. We're just taking a little evening walk. Maybe we'll find something to document on our way. But if not, that's alright too. Hit the button. Now we gotta wait on the traffic sign. There is a lot of traffic out here today. Alright. We can walk, so that's good. And now we can't walk. That's kind of crazy. We turned just long enough for us to cross. They're not sandals and socks, they're Crocs. If I didn't have to work tonight, I wouldn't be wearing socks with my Crocs, but we're waiting on the traffic sign currently. Yep, we got 16 people watching, Alex. It's nice to see everybody. We're going to be taking a walk into downtown Anniston here, but we're waiting on the traffic sign, so I don't want to jaywalk. I don't know what we're honking about, but I don't suppose this light's ever gonna change, so I'll wait and see what these cars are doing, and then I guess I'm just gonna go because okay. So I'm just gonna go. Very happy to not be on Quintard now. Can't believe how like crowded everything is right now, but I guess it is rush hour in Anniston. Everybody's getting off of work. Get across the street here, we'll be good. Because we're about to be on Noble Street now, and this is kind of like the whole point of this live. we're going to take a walk down Noble and see what we can find today. Because everybody has seen pretty much every elevator across Anniston and Oxford, but they haven't actually seen the cities of Anniston and Oxford. Where I find some of these. That's the Commerce Tower over there. That's where Nick and I filmed at in one of those videos I did with him. So, okay. This feels kind of awkward making a live. I don't normally do these. Oh, the streets are hustling and bustling. Alright, so we're going to see some really cool old buildings up this way. Again, that's the Commerce Tower. So yeah, that used to be Winn-Dixie over there, but Winn-Dixie is pretty much almost gone, completely defunct. So that is rather unfortunate. I'm just going to take a look to see what's in here, see if we can get into the building. This might be our first elevator pit stop. I don't understand what's so funny, but okay. Alright. Let's go take a look. And this is... Whoa, we got the walls covered up. This is going to be the first live elevator video that this channel has done. Alright. Let's get a really quick cab view. They have the walls covered up. I hope there's not people up here, but we'll see. And there are people up here, so we're gonna go back down to the lobby and we'll end our tour because I think this building is about to close fairly soon. Alright. Now we're gonna exit. Alright. If you guys want to see a view from the top floor of that building, you can check out my video with Nick. I do get a good panoramic view of the downtown area. So anyway, we're going to move onward. Just take a look at all that downtown Anniston here has to offer. Which, unfortunately, over the last few years, it's been kind of hard. The pandemic really messed things up here, so. But things are starting to come back down here. We're starting to get some new businesses in, so it's not all looking like it's a complete loss. I'm gonna have to wait on the traffic signal. I feel like that's what a lot of this video is going to be. I keep saying it's a video, it's a live stream. We got the walking sign so we can get This is the commemorance of the other bus. So it's a civil rights memorial. Anniston was very big in the civil rights movement. There was a bus that was actually set on fire here, so this is a memorial to commemorate that. And this is the bus station that the bus was attacked at. It's closed to the public now, but the building is still there. So, anyway, we're gonna move on. There's a antique store over there. This is a jiu-jitsu and self-defense class. Now, a lot of these buildings do have elevators in them, but they're not accessible to the public, unfortunately. So we're just gonna kind of just waltz around and enjoy the scenery. We got some live entertainment out here. Anniston rock and roll. Here's the I don't remember the name of this building, unfortunately. The old South Bank. Something going on at St. Clair Social right now. There's Couch's Jewelry. I filmed there a little bit once. It's been a little while, but they're no longer in that building, I don't believe.
Coming up on 9 hours at the office, and Lauren is going to finish strong all the way to the line here on 10th Street.
Oh, it's a race. Check out some of these buildings right here. That's a really nice clothing store. How you doing, sir? Here's the old furniture outlet building. It's been closed for a few years too. COVID really messed a lot of businesses up here. So don't want to film this guy without his permission. Here's the old Parliament in the classic on Noble. It's Lulu's place. Right. There's Old Noble over there. There's a lot of really cool buildings up here in Anniston. It's just a shame that some of them are empty. Alright. Oh shoot. Dang light turned on me. Yep. So we're just cruising along. It's the Anniston Star building. Anniston Star, I have attempted to email you. I would really appreciate if you guys could email me back at some time. That would be amazing. I think you guys might find some interest in what I do. So here's the new city hall. It's the former I'll get the word out here in a second, former federal courthouse in Anniston. So, but now it is Anniston City Hall. So get across the street here. I love what they've done with these sidewalks, honestly. Floor tint and paint. Well, I don't know what that means, but apparently that building did not pass inspection. There's a building that's no longer there because it caught on fire a few years back, so it's unfortunate. There's a lot of really cool buildings up here, though. That's the old Smoking Moose. Gosh, I couldn't tell you what point they closed. It's been a little while. There's a lot of little odds and businesses up here too. It's not just oh, there's a puppy dog. It's Piper's Playhouse. It's where they do dog boarding and grooming and that sort of thing.
Let's just put it here for now. We'll go to the hotel. We'll get our stuff.
Alright. The Lyric Square is undergoing some cosmetic repairs. Sorry guys, that was an alarm. I apologize for the abruptness of that. There's one place I've actually been curious about to see if I can actually get back into. I don't know if anybody occupies this building anymore. They have a wet floor sign there, so maybe. Here's an old baggy elevator. I'm supposed to be in here, so we're gonna be quick about this. Whoa. It's an older elevator. It does have phone. Alright. And we're gonna move on down the street. This way a little bit. There is a turning here as well. This building's a little weird. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's a pretty busy building, honestly. Also, I've never really been down this way, so this is going to be kind of new. This is the former AT&T building. I don't know what the heck they use it for now. But these are apartments over here in this area, known as the Homestead. So, but I don't believe they're very elevator enthusiast friendly, so we're not going to attempt to enter their building. But we will take a little walk through here, because why not? It looks pretty cool. And I don't really see any other way around it, because I can't go that way. It's rather unfortunate. I would if I could. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they use this building for anymore. Well, thank you. I appreciate you liking my name. Thought about making a new YouTube channel and changing it, but it suits what my channel is, so I appreciate it. We're gonna head down this way now. So I really don't want to go that much further up that way because there's really not a lot up there. Anyway. There's really not a lot on Noble Street anymore. Already in the middle of the crosswalk. Fortunately, the radio building is no longer open. Holy crap. That place is destroyed. That tells me somebody probably got in there and ransacked it. It's rather unfortunate. And this is the office center. I don't really know if they have an elevator or what they have in there, if I'm honest, but that is the office center. This is the Lyric Theater, Lyric Square building. And hell, I guess we'll see if they're open. I know I just did a video of this elevator, but I am a big fan of it. Oh, goodness. The building might not be open. Yeah, the doors are locked. So we won't be going in there. We'll try to get around this scaffolding because I really don't want to get my limbs broken. Yeah, building's closed, unfortunately, so oh shoot. We gotta wait on a stoplight again. City Hall is working on fixing their elevator, and I'm hoping that when they do, because something to do with the fire service not working properly, it failed inspection, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get in there and try to get that one soon. Which we've gotten a couple of them on this video, so hasn't been a bad little live. I'm just waiting on this stoplight here to allow us to go. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll take a quick look at some of these side streets or something. No. This is where that old Bagley elevator was, but unfortunately they have shut down shop. It is no longer a ceramic store, so I don't know what happened. I think they ended up moving. Probably because rent for some of these buildings is very expensive and they're not always in the greatest shape when these building owners acquire them, because a lot of these buildings have all sorts of damage because they've sat empty for years. So this used to be a theater too. I don't know what kind of theater, but this is the other side of Noble Street though. There's the Smoking Moose again. I got 3 people watching. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah. We're going on down the street now. Getting a little bit of exercise in today too, at least. Haven't done just a walking around video, I don't think, ever. So there's another mural right there that was painted a few years ago. It's pretty cool. Little ragtime band out here. We're going to be passing some people up here. I don't know what we're doing. It's the Anniston Star building. It's pretty cool. Oh goodness, there's some people up here, so I'm trying not to. This is the Press Mercantile. I don't know what this building actually is, honestly. It is just so freaking crowded in Anniston today. Oh where do I want to cross the street at? I guess I'll cross the street further up this way. Man, this stoplight's taking a while. Let's get the heck out of here. There's Old Noble. So the people who run that store are very nice. A local enthusiast and myself actually just talked with them at one point, and they were willing to let us film their elevator, but they didn't have one. So if any Anniston building owners are here, I'm very interested in the preservation of elevator history, and I won't disclose your location either if you don't wish me to, because I know how the city can be about, using your elevators as passenger elevators. So I understand the risk and all that too. I think I'm gonna go this way. I think this will be the safest option. We'll be able to cross here in a minute. We're waiting on the stoplight. That's Caldwell building. People are not very good drivers in these. And I'm not saying that. Not very good drivers around here. That would be the sound of the courthouse bell tolling. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, I believe his store, well, he is open still, so he still remains in this location. But they have a 1908 elevator in there. Never really been back to refilm it, unfortunately, but that's the Anniston Library. We'll see if we can get in here. Maybe we can get a retake on this elevator too. Of course, we have to wait. It'll turn in a minute. about tripped and fell. That would have made for an interesting live. Watch me slip and fall. Sure. It would have been entertaining to some people. Probably not me, but it's alright. Let's see, I gotta try to get across the street somehow, and I don't know where I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to jaywalk across here because there's really nowhere to cross. So alright. I'm gonna dim my brightness down a little bit. Try to conserve on battery. Like I said, I don't know if they're... Well, they might still be open. It would appear they are. So, I guess we're just going to take a look and see. It's a library. So, yep. Whether or not the elevator will be accessible remains to be seen. But we're going to check and see if we can get a quick view of the Anniston Library elevator. Because why not? Okay, they're open until 6. That's good, at least. I think we dropped off for a minute there. They're doing renovations on the elevator room, but there's also some improvement to this elevator. So, it's an older Bagley. And I'm gonna get off right here. There's the second floor. If you guys look, you can kind of see the floor going by. It's an older style cab, so alright.
Oh, look at that.
Alright. And we're gonna go on to something else now. I don't know what. This has been kind of fun, honestly. I've enjoyed this. Although I feel like I'd enjoy it more if I had a little bit more viewers right now, but that's okay. We'll get there. We got 3 likes so far, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really looking through the phone, so I apologize if you guys aren't seeing everything very well, but there's a lot going on. I'm trying not to film people without their permission. I know it's a public easement, but I try to be very arbitrary about that because I know some people are just not comfortable being on camera. So yeah. And we're gonna be on our merry way. Thank you. Car's being nice and letting me cross, so. I really hope YouTube doesn't experience its issue that it has been uploading lives to, because I've done a couple of these so far, and they did not upload, and it's getting really annoying. So I would like for it to cooperate. It's a Calhoun Pickers. It's another antique shop. Well, antiques, they probably have like other odds and ends too, but from what I gathered, it looks to be mostly an antique shop. I think we might be able to sneak a video of one more elevator on this live before we end it. One more that I can think of that you guys don't get to see every day anyway. Because I know some people are going to watch this too after it does go up and they realize what it is. So, at least I hope you guys do. Gosh, they really need to fix some of these sidewalks. Yep, we're gonna get across Quintard again, so this is gonna be fun. Now we gotta wait. I'm gonna mute the audio right here for Gosh, I don't know. We might have to go up the street. This isn't going to change. I don't know what's going on with the crosswalk signals here, but I don't believe they're functioning properly. I guess I'm gonna have to just time it when the freaking light turns, because I'm gonna sit here through like 4 red lights if I keep waiting. We're already 50 minutes in. We've had several people tune in and out. They didn't really stay tuned in very long. I don't really know how many people are actually watching right now, because it's usually not very accurate, the viewer count. So if anybody's tuned in, you can feel free to say hi. I've been trying to watch the chat, but I've also been trying to watch where I'm going. So, gosh, I don't think I'm going to get an opportunity to go right here, so I'm going to go up the street and try to cross up there. I feel like that's just going to be the best way, because I don't know what's going on with that thing. Maybe one of these will work up here. People jaywalk in Anniston, they do it all the time, but I'm not trying to be one of them. I'd rather not, be a follower. I'd rather lead by example, I guess. I'm a firm believer of, I wouldn't jump off of a bridge if somebody else did it, so I'm not going to jaywalk. That crossing signal is not working properly, so now we're going to have to go up here and attempt to cross the busy road over here. And there's a car turning, and they're being nice and letting me go, so anyway, onward and forward. We have some really bad sidewalks in Anniston. We have some really bad roads too, but the sidewalks are pretty rough. That's where the Wells Fargo Tower used to be, or the former Wachovia Bank building. At least that's what I believe used to be there. I'm not entirely sure. Whew, I'm definitely getting my steps in today. But this has been fun. We've gotten some elevator videos, and this is going to get uploaded to YouTube as well. So, if you didn't tune in earlier, don't worry, fret not. You will still get to enjoy this video when it goes up on YouTube. So, and we have one more, or maybe two more, that I'm thinking about getting a video of while we're out and about. So, this is a live elevator tour. Tour of Anniston, tour of some of Anniston's elevators. I really wish people would stop blasting their music, because that music sucks, and not only that, it's going to get me a copyright strike. Just so YouTube's aware, I have no control over what people play from their stereos in the car, or how loud they blast their music. There's supposed to be a noise ordinance, but it's never enforced. So. I wish this freaking crossing signal would let me go. This one's turning now, so I guess I'll get to go here in a second. Maybe. I don't know if this one's going to turn either, guys. And at this point, if it doesn't, I'm just going, because I'm getting really tired of waiting. Alright, I'm going for it. There's no reason why I can't. See, they all blink red when it's supposed to be the pedestrian's turn to walk. So, I don't know what the deal is, but Anniston, the traffic signals for pedestrians on Quintard around 10th Street and 10th Street and 8th Street are just blinking red. They're not turning green and giving the walk signal. So those are messed up and they need to be looked at. That's going to cause somebody to get hurt. Because then they have to just assume it's safe to go and do what I just said. Because not everybody knows to watch the lights. So this is the old Anniston Medical Arts building, but as you can see, it has been abandoned. So I actually don't know what that building is used for now. Probably just a bunch of storage, I would imagine. So I hope it's safe to go. I'm going to. There's no crosswalk signals up around this part of Anniston. There's the parking garage at RMC. Yeah. Going with LEDs instead of the sodium or mercury vapor. I'm not sure which one the orange lights are. Diesel Lucy would be a good person to ask about that, so he knows all about light fixtures. There's a really cool elevator in that building right there, but I don't know how to get to it. So there's RMC. Now I'm going to wait for the light to turn. I'll let you guys, I've walked about a mile so far. Done a good bit. So we're going to go check out this elevator over here. If we can get across the street at some point. We won't bother with RMC today because we have probably all seen and had enough of those elevators. So I've got tons of retakes up there recently. So this one's a little bit more risky because it's private property, but I feel like as long as I don't cause a ruckus, then we should be okay. And this is Brentwood Apartments. They have a really cool older Bagley elevator here, so we're going to attempt to get a video of it. If we can here. I like this awning. Here's the MPE. Alright. Here we are. We have to wait on it to come down. And I hope that nobody is on board. Listen to this motor. This does not have an indicator, by the way. not a super in-depth look because this is people's property and their homes. I will love these buttons. This is a really nice elevator. Watch the door open. Alright, exit the elevator now. And that's it for that one. So I think now I've done enough walking that I want to go sit down for a little while. So we have filmed a lot of elevators today too. Yes, we did them on live stream, but there's can't say everybody, there's a really nice elevator in there. I really wish I could figure out how to get to it because that thing looks like it's pretty cool. Looks like an older Dover. But this is a doctor's office, so you know they're going to be a little funny about people filming in there. But they do have an old elevator, so maybe one day I'll get a chance to check it out. That's Pinnacle Research. I don't know if they have an elevator. I don't think they would, but they may. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get across the street here. This is not going to be very easy or graceful, but there's our beautiful hospital. And you know what, guys? I think we'll ride one more elevator just for the heck of it. I think we'll go up to the roof and we'll take a look around and we'll end our live stream up there. Because this has been going on for about an hour now, so. Those of you who are just tuning in, this will be uploaded to YouTube, so you will be more than welcome to check it out later. We went and checked out some older elevators in the area. So let's take a ride on everybody's favorite scenic Otis. Because we all know and love this elevator. Whoa. We don't love that though. Whatever the heck that was. And there is your famous view that has been seen a million times. Alright, we're up here on the roof. So now we're going to take a look at this. There's the physician center. But we're actually going to do like a good panoramic view of everything from up here. And maybe I won't, bore you guys to death. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And I appreciate all the people in the chat who have said hi. I want to thank everybody for watching and say hello to everybody, because we have done a very nice little walk through Anniston, Alabama. Took a little tour on Noble Street, checked out some elevators, and now we're here back at RMC, where this started. So There's the old medical arts building. That's Alabama Power. They're doing some renovations right now. So that building's closed. They're actually over here at the Commerce Towers right now, which you can sort of see, but not really because the sun's kind of in this picture. And that is the AmSouth Bank building. I don't know if that building is accessible anymore. I've been trying to figure out how to get in there. Pretty much the majority of the building's closed. The only like first 3 levels of the building are actually occupied, or at least that's how it used to be. But that building caught on fire not long after I was born, and the top had a lot of smoke damage and fire damage, and then the lower floors obviously had flood damage from where the fire department put out the fire on the top floor. So they're trying to revitalize that building. Don't know how or farther come along with it or what the plans are for that. That's Highway 202 over there. So yeah, there's a church over here, and you're gonna have to forgive me because I do not know the name of this church, but there is a church. There's the Anniston Library down there. We were actually just down there not too long ago. There's the American flag flying in the wind way over there. You can see it on top of one of the fire engine ladders. It's something they got going on over at Sinclair Social. So Sinclair Social is just like an outdoor gathering venue pretty much that used to be a Sinclair gas station, but they fixed it up too because it's been abandoned for years. We don't have Sinclairs in Alabama anymore. So I actually think they're getting pretty fine everywhere. And this building is closed, the old anniston Medical Arts building. So there's a lot of buildings that got shut down during COVID, unfortunately. Especially up in this area. Let's see, my wife is... Anyway, my wife was messaging me, so I was texting her back. Yeah, here's the roof of the parking deck. I know you guys have seen up here a couple of times, but here's like an in-depth view of everything you can see. Anniston High School is over there. So, and then that's how you go down to the lower levels. Right there. Well, that's where you're supposed to come out at. That's where you're supposed to exit at. That is the Women's and Children's Pavilion. That is the main hospital over there. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about that, I guess. We're going to go back downstairs, and then there's the physician center. We're going to go back downstairs now and probably end our live. And hopefully I won't have any issues uploading this to YouTube because we all know how lovely YouTube can be sometimes. So, okay. There's the MPE and Shunty Buddy. Oh, we'll go down to the... Again, there's the famous view that we all know and love. So thank you everybody who tuned in. I really appreciate it. I guess we're going to end this here because I don't really have anything else that I want to, walk to go see at this point, because we've walked around a good bit of the city. So I really appreciate everything. And like I said, if you are a business owner in Anniston and you have a vintage elevator, I am very interested in reviewing it. And I will not disclose your location if you do not want me to. I'm trying to preserve elevator history. That's all I'm interested in. And I know how the city can be. They don't like you using older elevators as passenger elevators due to safety reasons. But I'm aware of the risks that an older elevator carries with it. So I'm not going to play with your equipment or anything like that. I just want to take a video of your elevator and maybe give your business a good shout out, good word too, So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this brief little tour of downtown Anniston, and I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Until next time, guys, bye.